YouTube! What's going on, guys? So, over the last week, I got tons of comments about, hey, if SMG is supposed to be close quarter combat meta, why do I keep getting beaten by an AR up close? So, it piqued my interest. I decided I'm going to go ahead and look into this and share my findings with you guys. Wes B on Facebook, I really appreciate your comment. You were the first one of many to actually bring this to my attention. So thanks for that. If you are running an assault rifle as your close quarter combat weapon, what AR are you running, and are you running a dual AR setup for mid to long range? Definitely want to hear from you. Please share that with me in the comment section below. Also, I'm going to leave some links in the description. Feel free to jump around, whatever interests you. First things first, I want to quickly show you the TTK data chart for the SMGs I compared and tested for this video. Here you can see the Cold War MP5, the Bullfrog, and the MAC-10 data. These are the fastest killing SMGs in Warzone currently, with the best aim down sight time and mobility. Now, I'm not going to go over the SMG builds in this video. Here's a link to the SMG video that I got floating around somewhere on your screen, and of course, I'll leave the link in the descriptions below. The Cold War MP5 is still the champ at under 0.5 seconds time to kill. Now, obviously, that's going to come with good aim, a couple headshots, and, you know, like, I don't know, the bullets actually hitting the intended target. Now, if by chance anyone from True Game Data is watching this, you guys are absolutely phenomenal. Keep up the outstanding work. Next, we're going to go over and add the ARs to this data. Now, I know this is a lot stacked on top of each other. Let me break it down for you, and then I'm going to share these AR builds for you. First, just for comparison reasons, in orange, it's that good old Cold War MP5. Still the fastest TTK SMG. This hasn't changed in the last 2 minutes. Now, the downfall for this SMG is going to be the vertical recoil and the damage that it just kind of drops off after about 12 meters. Doesn't become a bad gun, but with that recoil, it becomes kind of hard to use at times. But what I found is the Cold War AK47 is just a hair shy of being just as fast as the Cold War MP5. However, the recoil of the AK47 is far superior to the MP5, and the damage range doesn't even drop off until 45 plus meters. In fact, I wasn't even switching to my AMAX unless the hostiles were 50, 60 plus meters out. I mean, I was absolutely shredding with the AK47. Now, that's the Cold War AK47. Coming in at number one, TTK. This gun, it's actually the fastest gun I could find in all of Warzone. It's the AS Val. It's unbelievable at 0.4 seconds. And as far as I can tell, like I said, it's the fastest of any in Warzone. Another perk for this gun is at 45 meters, you're still really hurting hostiles. I do want to clarify for full disclosure, I did not, and I want to say again, I did not test the AS Val in an actual game of Warzone. I only tested it close quarter with a friend. I tested the damage, the range, the TTK, but I wasn't being shot back at. So test this gun at your own risk of your KD. I do want to talk about the FFAR, or in some circles, the FFAR. You know, like, does this gun shoot very FFAR? Or what was the name of the bad guy in Aladdin called? Was it FFAR? Anyway, this gun really can keep up with the MAC-10 as far as TTK, damage, mobility. I will say that it is a little bit less mobile than the MAC-10, but really it is not enough to dismiss this gun. This gun is really great. And again, at range, this gun is a little bit more powerful than the MAC-10 longer before you need to switch to your medium to long range gun. I also want to bring up the Fara. And the reason I want to bring up the Fara is because I realized that in the last surprise update, it kind of seemed like they were trying to push the Fara into more of a longer range AR. However, I tested it in game. I think it was right on par with the FFAR and the MAC-10. However, once you take the stock off of the Fara, it was more like the MP5, the Cold War MP5, where it had some recoil, but nothing you can't control. So definitely don't dismiss this gun either. As far as the loadout for the AS file, you can use the Stovall SOF suppressor, the tack laser, the Gen 4 GRU grip, you know, that new grip, that new, the steepled grip tape, and 30 round mag. For the FFAR or FFAR loadout, you're going to take that regular old suppressor, just so you won't be on that mini map, 20.3 takedown barrel, the Raider stock, filled agent grip, and airborne elastic wrap. Fara loadout is pretty simple. You don't want to use that suppressor, of course, you want to stay off the mini map, and that Spetsnaz RPK barrel. Not going to run any stock. I know it showed in the picture. No stock. Spetsnaz grip and that GRU wrap. And that's the elastic wrap. Finally, that Cold War AK47. And again, it's very important. It's the Cold War AK47, not the Modern Warfare AK47. We're going to use that suppressor. Again, don't want to be on that mini map. The Spetsnaz RPK barrel, no stock, the Spetsnaz speed grip, and the GRU elastic wrap. That's it for today's video. If you made it this far, I'd appreciate it if you consider subscribing. Love to have you as a regular part of my community. Also, leave me a thumbs up. Helps the analytic for YouTube. And as always, till next time, I'm Bormai signing out, wishing you happy gaming.